Ricardo Calafiori has hinted that he may be able to play in the middle of the park in the most important games between now and the end of the season. At the same time, one of Calafiori's defensive partners, Gabriel Magalhaes, is being lured by a Saudi club with a huge salary and transfer fee. This is all the latest news about Arsenal Football Club on Now Arsenal. Indeed, the Saudi Pro League side Al Nassr are preparing a bold summer bid for the Arsenal star defender Gabriel as they look to attract the Brazilian away from the Emirates Stadium with a lucrative offer. According to Give Me Sport, Al Nassr have already made an initial approach to the player and are prepared to offer him a tax-free salary in the region of €20 million per year, almost 3 times his current salary at Arsenal. However, the 27-year-old remains a key figure in Mikel Arteta's plans, and the North London club are determined to keep hold of him. New Arsenal sporting director Andrea Berta is expected to reopen talks over a contract extension for Gabriel, whose current deal runs until 2027. The Gunners are believed to value the centre-back at €100 million, making it unlikely that they will accept offers below that figure. However, having seen the kind of money Saudi clubs have spent over the last 2 years, it wouldn't be surprising if they eventually make Magalhaes the most expensive centre-back of all time. While Gabriel is fully focused on helping Arsenal finish the season strongly, particularly in their quest for Champions League glory, he is said to be open to a move to Saudi Arabia at some point in his career. Speculation about Gabriel's future first surfaced in August 2023 when Arteta's tactical change saw him briefly drop from the starting 11 in favour of a defensive reshuffle. More recently, Saudi journalist Ahmed Al-Ajlan reported that the president of the Saudi Football Association had held talks with Gabriel in London about a possible move to Al-Ittihad. Despite the continued interest from Saudi clubs, Arsenal remain confident of retaining their defender. Although contract talks are not at an advanced stage, the club remain relaxed about the situation, with Gabriel having 2 years left on his current deal this summer. Should Arsenal speed up negotiations, it is expected that a new deal will be struck to secure Gabriel Magalhaes' long-term future in North London. Meanwhile, reports in Spain suggest that Espanyol would prefer to sell goalkeeper sensation Joan Garcia to Real Madrid rather than allow him to join either Barcelona or Arsenal. With Neto set to return to Bournemouth after his loan spell, the Gunners are in the market for a new goalkeeper and see Garcia as the perfect number 2 to David Raya, with huge potential to become number 1 in the future. Arsenal made a move for Joan Garcia last summer, but their efforts came too late. The 23-year-old shopstopper was only pursued after Aaron Ramsdale left for Southampton, with Espanyol refusing to negotiate below his €30 million release clause. Rather than activate the clause, Arsenal opted for a short-term solution by signing Neto on loan. Despite failing to land the Spaniard last year, Arsenal remain keen on him but face a significant challenge in their pursuit. Real Madrid and Barcelona have also expressed an interest, and Espanyol appeared to be more willing to sell to Los Blancos than their Catalan rivals. According to journalist Eduardo Inda on El Chiringuito, Espanyol would prefer to do a deal with Real Madrid rather than allow Garcia to join Barcelona. Joan Garcia seems to be, to me, one of the greatest sensations of La Liga. He is a huge goalkeeper. He has an affordable clause of €30 million, which would drop to 15 if Espanyol are relegated. Espanyol knows that Barcelona are after the goalkeeper, who is Catalan. However, they have conveyed to Real Madrid that they prefer to sell him to them rather than to Barcelona. With Arsenal remaining hopeful of landing Garcia, they may find it difficult to persuade him to move to North London. The youngster reportedly wants to be first choice at his next club, which could prove to be a deal breaker. With David Raya firmly established as Arsenal's number 1, Garcia would likely be a backup at the Emirates. Real Madrid face a similar problem as Thibaut Courtois remains their undisputed starter between the sticks. Speaking of Real Madrid, versatile defender Ricardo Calafiori has expressed his desire to play as a midfielder in the big games between now and the end of the season. And while that may sound extremely unusual to you, Calafiori actually has some strong skills to occupy such a role. The 22-year-old arrived at the Emirates last summer in a £42 million deal from Bologna, and despite injury setbacks has made 26 appearances in all competitions, scoring 3 goals. Calafiori's first season in North London has coincided with the rapid emergence of Miles Lewis-Skelly, who has cemented himself as Arsenal's first choice left-back. However, the Italy international's versatility, a key reason for Arsenal's pursuit, has seen him play at centre-back already under Mikel Arteta. Given Arteta's preference for inverted fullbacks, Calafiori's natural ability to play in the middle of the park fits in well with Arsenal's tactical philosophy. However, the defender is keen to go one step further and adapt fully to a midfield role if given the opportunity. "There are many things that I still don't know how to do," Calafiori told Rivista Undici. "I want to keep learning to play as many different roles as possible. For now, I know how to play two roles, but I have always been passionate about midfielders and would love to learn how to play there." Thiago Motta first, then Luciano Spalletti and Mikel Arteta. "They all changed me in terms of my vision, the spaces to occupy, everything," he said. "I think there are many defenders with my characteristics out there, probably even better than me, but I do a lot of work off the field and perhaps that makes the difference." Calafiori also reflected on a defining moment in his career, Italy's 1-0 defeat to Spain at Euro 2024, where his own goal proved to be the match winner in the group stage clash. "That is the game I hold dearest in my heart and the one I will never forget," he admitted. "It will always be one of my greatest satisfactions, the way I was able to react after that own goal. I think I played even better than I had before. The Ricardo of 7 or 8 months earlier would certainly not have reacted like that." And speaking of versatile defenders, Academy product Miles Lewis-Skelly certainly ticks all the boxes. Former Arsenal player and under-18s manager Jack Wilshere has praised the rising star, describing him as a natural leader after his breakthrough for club and country. Somewhat surprisingly, Lewis-Skelly earned his first senior England call-up last week and could make his debut in Friday's World Cup qualifier against Albania at Wembley. His rapid rise has been mirrored by fellow teenager Ethan Nwaneri, who has been promoted to the England under-21 squad. With that in mind, Wilshere reflected on both players who were coached by him at some stage in their careers. "They were just doing things that none of the other players could do," Wilshere told The Independent. "That helped me understand that these two were destined to play for Arsenal." He emphasised Lewis-Skelly's leadership qualities compared to Nwaneri's individual drive. "Miles is more of a natural leader. He wants to bring everyone with him, whereas Ethan is just really driven, always asking, 'What do I need to do?' They never got distracted by social media or outside noise. They knew what they wanted to achieve, and they've done it." Wilshere, who left Arsenal in October to become a first-team coach at Norwich City, is confident that Lewis-Skelly and Nwaneri can achieve great things under Arteta. He also credited the Arsenal boss as a major inspiration behind his own transition into coaching. "I want to be a head coach," Wilshere affirmed. "Coaching wasn't something I thought about at the start of my career, but Mikel was the one who made me want to do it." And with all that being said, don't forget to like and subscribe to Now Arsenal and check more information on our media channels, the NowArsenal.com website, and our socials across Instagram, Twitter and Facebook you can find in the description below. Thank you for watching and see you on the next video when we bring you more news on Arsenal Football Club.